Hi everyone, we are going to go through on how to create your infographic in Adobe Spark. The first thing that you are going to do is to select your recipe. I'm going to be using this peanut butter and chocolate fudge recipe that I found on All Recipes. And I'm going to just scroll down to make sure that it does have the 5 ingredient requirement. And then I'm going to take this information and create a really cool infographic with Adobe Spark. So I'm going to flip over to my Adobe Spark screen. This is where you will log on to start creating your infographic. The first thing that you're going to want to do is to log in. You are not going to log in using this left-hand side. Instead, you are going to be using the teacher or student account. So you can click on log in with school account. When you get here, this is where you are going to log in with your IPSD email. So make sure that you're putting your full email in to sign in. And then what you're going to do is you're going to want to click on this little blue continue. Again, do not continue with Google, do not continue with Facebook, do not continue with Apple. The reason you are going to log in with your school account, and it actually might redirect you to your single sign-on page, and then you will type in your password. But the reason why you're going to log in with your school account is then you can access features that our school district has with Adobe Spark. It takes a moment to log in. Your screen may look a little bit different because I use this a lot, but regardless, you will see a search bar, and I want you to type in infographic in the search bar. Then you're going to get a bunch of results of templates in which you are going to be able to remix and create your recipe infographic with. So you could scroll down and take a look. Again, you're going to be using a combination of text and images and icons. For the one that I created in the example with the guacamole, I used this one and remixed it. But I think for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to select this template. And all you're going to do then is you are going to just change the design, the colors, the text, and images that relate to your recipe. So it's taking a moment to load. And now you are almost ready to begin creating your recipe infographic. So I would, first and foremost, I would come up to the top here and rename this, and you can rename it recipe infographic here. And then the first place that I might start off is clicking. If you double click on any of the text, then you're going to be able to edit it. So for the sake of my recipe, I'm going to be using this peanut butter, and I'm going to double check I get the name right, peanut butter and chocolate fudge. So I'm going to change this. Instead of learning styles, it's going to say peanut butter and chocolate fudge. And it's going on to a second line, which is okay. And then I'm going to change the background color. You can add an image, but I'm going to change this background color to maybe like more of a brown color. And you can customize, that looks good, your color too. Okay, and then the next thing you're going to want to do is kind of get a plan for your layout of how you want to design it. And really, with what's great about Adobe Spark, you never know where your design is going to lead you. So, we're going to be working on this for some time, so you have some time to kind of experiment with how you want it to look, how you want the layout to be organized. I'm going to go in and show you, if you double click on this icon, let's just say I'm looking up the different ingredients in my recipe, and I notice here that I have chocolate chips as my first. So I might go back here and look up and just type in for my icon chocolate chips and see if I get, maybe if I type in chocolate, it might be better. Okay, so I might want to incorporate this into my design. And again, you can resize it and recolor it how you want. Okay, and then the next thing you can do is I'm going to click on this, and let's just say that I'm going to put in my 2 cups milk chocolate chip here. Okay, and then again, you can experiment with the color of your text. You can resize it. You can also resize it over here if you want it to be bigger or smaller. You can move it around, follow the guides within the template. You can also add like a shape to it if you wanted to add a little bit more design with your text. So you can experiment with different editing options within your text. Let's just say you wanted to add a picture into your recipe infographic. You can actually like upload a photo of your own that you have found with the finished product, or you can look in within Adobe Spark and find free photos. So I'm going to just search fudge. Okay, and here, let's just say like you might want to use this picture somehow. Okay, and then again, you can resize it, place it where you want. You can experiment with the like opacity of the picture. You can, there's different filters that are available. So there's really a lot to explore within Adobe Spark. And we will go through more editing options in class, but I just at least wanted to get you started on how to use it so that when you are finished and you're ready to turn in or you're ready to share, there's 2 different ways. The first way is that you can download, and you will stick with this first option as a PNG. So this is when you're all finished. And then you can download it, solid color background, as a PNG, and then turn it in. Or another way that you can turn it in is that you are able to share. And then you can, this is a new option, you can send it right to your Google Drive, or you can get a shareable link by going to share and then publish. And then from here, you're going to want to select link, and it's going to create a link for you. Just takes a moment. Okay, and then you can copy that link, and then that is the link then you would paste into the Google Classroom assignment for this recipe infographic. So in the end, your finished product, this is not a finished product, but I just wanted to go through just some editing options for now. But in the end, I'm going to open up the one that I finished previously on guacamole. There's all sorts of different design aspects, again, that you can explore, different colors that you might want to look into that would be specific to your recipe. But again, this is just a really good way for us to learn just about the structure of recipes, but also for us to create a class digital cookbook. So I'm going to zoom in so you can see this a little bit better, but this is my finished product of my guacamole. And I incorporated the icons of the chips and salsa and the avocado and, you know, my steps, my steps, my ingredients, and also the yield of the recipe. And then my name is on my infographic. So that's it. And again, I encourage you to explore and create with Adobe Spark on how you think is how your infographic will best represent your recipe. So have fun.